My name's Brad Close. I'm an Air Force pilot in the Royal Australian Air Force. I've been flying the C-17 Globemaster transport for the last 3 years. The C-17 is a large jet transport plane. It can fly about 4,000 miles, so here to Hawaii or so, carrying trucks, armoured vehicles, tanks, helicopters. About 70 tonnes of cargo is the maximum. The nature of my job has me away from home a fair bit. Unfortunately, that's at short notice, which is pretty tough for my family. But it does give me opportunities to see the world, which is something I really enjoy. My job being in the military is really only necessary because of the fall, because of sin that came into the world. The good thing about my job is I get to see God's creation from an amazing vantage point. I get to see oceans, mountains, clouds, the sky, sunrises, sunsets, from the best possible view. And unfortunately, it's usually on the way to either pick up the pieces after some disaster, or on the way to a war zone, which is man's sin having unfortunate consequences on the world. Sometimes in my job I have to look pretty hard to find any sign of redemption or really positive work going on in the world, but often it's in the faces of people that we're going to help. We're going to provide humanitarian aid to people that have suffered loss in disasters. One of the best things I've found about the opportunities I've had in the places I've flown with the military is that people will become more willing to open up and ask questions about God and about your beliefs and about the way, what the effect God has on the world when they're in a dangerous situation. A few times I've been flying with people that have just realised that because of the danger that they're in, their whole attitude towards life and death becomes a little bit more real. They look at things in a much more serious way, and they've been willing to open up and ask questions when in a less dangerous situation that they wouldn't really be thinking about those kind of things. They wouldn't think about their own mortality as much, and so that's a really positive way of looking at a unfortunate and dangerous situation sometimes. It's the nature of my job that I have to do what I'm told, just because I'm in the military, in the Air Force. But I try and take every opportunity I can to seek first the kingdom of God. Whether that's, recently it's been a lot of humanitarian aid this year with all the disasters. I've flown supplies and rescue teams to Brisbane after the floods, to Cairns after the cyclones, into New Zealand after the earthquake. Every time I've got one of those opportunities on the plane, a long flight, might be 7 or 8 hours or more, and I'll take a chance to go and have a walk around the back of the plane, and it's just a matter of praying for the gear on board, the people that we're carrying, praying that the equipment will be used for really good purposes, and usually it's obvious to see that it will. There's plenty of days when I go to work, sit at a computer all day, and come home again. So those days, seeking the kingdom of God for me is a matter of helping to organise a Bible study on the base, getting people involved in that, encouraging people to come along. Sometimes it's as simple as not being involved in crude jokes around the office.